Good evening, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, council members, city staff, and the public. My name is Bill Weisman from far north Glendale. And I think I would like to start tonight by mentioning a very old saying, which is, if you lie down with dogs, you may get up with fleas. And if some people in this room have ended up with a few fleas on it, blaming the messenger is not exactly the most responsible way to deal with that. I also wanted to say, since I spoke here last week, I have been very, very gratified at the many expressions of support I have received from emails, phone calls, people coming up to me in public, people I don't even know who want to shake my hand and thank me for bringing forth the information about Barry Allen to the city of Glendale. And I'm disappointed Mr. Allen is not here tonight. I was really hoping to hear about his career as an undercover agent for the DIA. And folks, if you believe that, I would like to sell you the Brooklyn Bridge. I realize that Mr. Allen's 1985 conviction and jail time for counterfeiting were quite a long ways in the past. And I understand that some people feel that perhaps he's rehabilitated himself and turned over a new leaf. Well, I'm here tonight to discuss several things that are much more recent than 1985. And some of you, I'm sure, will recall from having read Mr. Allen's various resumes and biographies that he's published in different places, that he has claimed multiple times that he was the Deputy Director of Civil Defense in Southfield, Michigan for many years. Now, I have to thank Mr. Allen for making me more aware of the sunshine laws in this country. And it turns out that the state of Michigan has a very comprehensive Freedom of Information Act. And so I submitted a Freedom of Information Act request to the city of Southfield, Michigan, requesting any documents dated between 1957, when Mr. Allen graduated Southfield High, and 1985, when Mr. Allen was arrested, convicted, and sent to prison, showing in what capacity, if any, Allen Silvarman was associated with, an employee of, or a volunteer for the city of Southfield, Michigan. And my request was denied based on the fact that no such records exist. So here's a fact for you folks. It's not an allegation. It is a fact confirmed by the Freedom of Information Act officer of the city of Southfield, Michigan. Barry Allen lied when he said he was Deputy Director of Civil Defense in Southfield, Michigan. And this is something recent, not something that happened many years in the past. Here's another example. There is a website called LinkedIn, which is sort of a Facebook for professionals. I've been a member of it for many years. I imagine probably some people in this room are also members. Barry Allen has several pages on LinkedIn. And on one of those pages, he says that he has a Juris Doctorate Degree that was granted in the year 1964 by Wayne State University in Michigan. Well, I wrote to the Registrar of the Wayne State University Law School, and big surprise, there is no record of any individual named Allen Silvarman or Silverman. I even asked them to check the spelling variations because of Barry's known use of many aliases. And the same answer, folks, no, he did not. There's no record that he even attended the Wayne State University Law School, much less graduated with a Juris Doctorate degree. And the last thing I'm going to say is to hear Mr. Mohill come up here and drone on about John Drayman is frankly quite astounding. The Vanguardian's core group of Barry Allen, Mike Mohill, and Richard Espiritu have 7 criminal convictions between them that we know of. 7 criminal convictions. John Drayman has never been arrested. He's never been charged with a crime. And to hear Mr. Mohill come in here and drag his good name through the mud is the rankest, most stinking form of hypocrisy I have ever seen, and I found it quite disgusting. And that's all I have to say on this subject. I believe I've done enough to get the snowball rolling downhill on this issue. I think events are going to take care of themselves. I don't really have any plans to come up and belabor this point any further, but I did want to let you know what I have found out regarding the false claims that Barry has made of being Deputy Director of Civil Defense and having graduated law school. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr.